Yo, what's good with the chat? It's your boy. And now that I dropped that resume video, I think it's finally time that I go ahead and talk about like a tier list, but not really a tier list because I don't do tier lists, but I kind of like rank players, rank ballers, and put them in particular categories. And I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from and get us all on the same page. If you rocking with me, and kind of the way that I think and the way that I play. And I think it's only right that I start off with the centers because I feel like I kind of earned some credibility. Like I said, I hope I earned y'all respect. So with that out the way, I think I can finally go ahead and drop like my knowledge or like my foresight on particular ballers, play styles, and all of that. So since I'm a center main and a Gobert main, I'm gonna just kick this thing off with Gobert. And the way I'm doing it is that on the left side, you got your maxed out Gobert, and on the right side, I got my R5 Gobert stats. Because I feel like that if you're pushing for Hall of Fame, you're probably going to be pushing with ballers that are R5 at minimum. I mean, you can push less; it's just harder. Like I said, I was struggling, and then of course a lot of people got their ballers maxed out. So I think that those are the two important stats is maxed out R7 or at least R5, right? So with that out the way, we also got to put the ballers in categories. And what I mean by categories is that every baller plays a particular role. And I'm gonna do the same thing for point guard, shooting guard, small forwards, power forwards, like all of it, right? And what I mean is that like for Gobert, you're not going to be like, oh, let me post up with Gobert at the 3 point line and shoot this motherfucker like a K Towns would. So I wouldn't put K Towns and Gobert in the same category, even though they both play the same, center position. They have different, roles when it comes to being on the team, right? So kicking off this first category, I'm gonna call it the paint defenders, and then there's gonna be the shooters, which will cover K Town and all that, and then I do like the mid range and the drivers for centers. So we're gonna start with Gobert and the paint defending category to kick it off because Gobert my boy. So let me talk about why I say he's the best, kind of center, and we'll get into it. So you always gotta think about the price and if they're worth buying because man, gold is tough, right? So is Gobert worth buying? In my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and say yes. He costs 335. Inflation hits on the player market. You know how things be. And something else you got to consider is the height. He's 7 foot 1 inches, and the reason why the height is important is because if you're guarding K Towns, K Towns get that height advantage, and K Town is 7 foot, so you won't want like people that's 6'9" and lower. That's going to give K Towns that extra boost when it comes to his shooting percentage, which is why it's also important to counter draft picks. And that's going to be like a later time because right now everybody, in my opinion, or the people I go against, everybody's just picking their best baller, right? But like later on down the line, I'm pretty sure people are going to be actually counter drafting when everybody has enough ballers, at least R5, that can actually counter draft in that particular way, like not giving K Towns that height advantage. So things like that. So he's 7 foot, which means 7 foot 1, which means K Towns can't hold him. So I'm gonna just put that out there. But let's get into it. And I'm just gonna talk about the R7 side, but the R5 is for you. And so when it comes to defending the paint, some things that's key to me is going to be the speed, the steal, because steals they can come in handy, and they're not. Gobert and them are not really like great stealers, but we do have Drewman, which is why I think it's important to at least include the steal percentage in here, the steal stats in here, just because we have Drewman, who's an excellent stealer, and he's a center. So it's going to be speed, steal, block, defense, and rebound as the top five stats that I'm looking for from my paint defenders. Because if you're too slow, like in that video where I was like, yo, Lopez is just so slow, He literally could not go from the 3 point line to the rim to even fight me for the rebound. So plays a role in 3v3. It plays a major role in Dynasty because you literally got to run the entire court. But that's a whole nother story. I want to kind of just keep it short, keep it simple, and just get us all on the same page. But that yes, speed does matter to a certain extent in 3v3. You don't want to be too slow. With Dynasty, it really matters. But so his speed at max is 452. So he ain't too slow. Y'all see me playing both sides of the court, being able to set screens and then go fight for the rebounds and all that. So then we'll come down. I'm not really worried about it. Every center can dunk, right? That's why dunking is not in here. Every center can post, blah blah blah. So let's when it comes to defending the paint, again, steal at max is 410. It's not the best, but y'all do see me get some steals. So the 14 is not the greatest, but you also not gonna see me trying to steal like every fucking ball. I told y'all when I try to steal, right? And if I had a Drummond, I would probably try to steal more. But again, the steal category is just here because Drummond is an excellent stealer. But to get to the most important part for me is, can you block, can you rebound, and can you hold your defense? So at max rank, Gobert's block is 900. And to let you guys know, 900 is the highest, not just in this category of paint defenders, but 900 is actually the highest blocking in the game for the centers. So he has the number one block. He also has the number one defense out of all the centers at 923. And then for rebound, he has 801. He's not the highest rebounder in this category. Bam Adebayo is actually the higher rebounder. But 801 is not bad rebounding. So he's decent at rebounding. I do have to fight for the positions. But when it comes to defense and blocking, Gobert is number one. And that's the main reason, or one of the reasons I picked him, because I'm like, when you're looking for a big man, to me, like I said, the number one thing is, can you block and can you rebound? And blocking is important to me because, starting off the game, everybody running around with LeBron. Everybody, we love Ja. You got the Antetokounmpos out there. Who else? We got D Foxes out. We got Tatum's coming through the hoop. We got so many drivers, right? So many people that like to dunk. I'm like, okay, I'm finna shut all that shit down. You want to come through with LeBron? Try me. You want to come through with Ja? Try me. You want to come through with Tatum? Try me. You want to come through with Antetokounmpo? Try me. You want to come through with Zion? Try me. I'm like, chat, bring them all. I want to make sure that if they gonna come through this motherfucker, I got the best fucking baller for the position that's probably gonna shut their ass down. So that's what I was thinking when I chose Gobert, and the reason why he's my main. Because even Fox, you got Foxes running around here. D Fox, the point guard coming through. Same thing with Ja, point guards coming through. Like, I just wanted to shut every fucking driver down. That way my teammates, if they can't hold their man, I'm like, don't even worry about it. I got to help defense, and I'm sending that shit back. Welcome to the block party. So that was one of my reasons for picking him, just to literally shut down the fucking paint. And yes, you can do it with other centers, right? Because MB ain't no hoe. Lopez ain't no hoe in the paint either. But I'm like, if I'm going to do it, give me the best of the best. And then for rebounds, yeah, I got to work. I got to, I got to fight for them. So now we're going to go down to the skill comparison. And the defense anchor is important. The no-fly zone, again, I'm sending shit, chat. I'm blocking shit, chat. The block party is real. So he got a no-fly zone. An elite rebounder. Again, can my center fight for the rebound? He has 4-for-4 elite rebounder, which is going to help me get to, fight for the rebound. I have the box out master, pick and roll master. If you ain't setting picks with your center, what are you doing? besides posting up in the fucking corner like a bum ass Lopez and but that's a different story. I ain't gonna talk bad about them. They actually you get some nice K Towns out there and some nice Lopez's out there. But yeah, if you ain't pick and rolling, what you doing? Yes, like every center can dunk, so we'll skip that. I got the brick wall. I got the stamina siphon, because again, you got to be able to hold your defense. You're not always going to be up against, centers. You might be up against power forwards. So having the stamina siphon is just a plus for me. The press of pursuit is being able to chase down. When you get beat on a drive, it's just being able to chase them down from behind and hopefully get the block. Poster printer, not too much worried about. The hoop giant, not too much worried about. Okay, box out counter is so fucking important. If you get boxed out and you do not have a box out counter, the opponent will literally just hold you boxed out and it's not shit you can do about it. So if you do not have box out counter and they are boxing out, you literally can't fight it. You can't. So it's important to have box out counter. It's also important that I have a putback dunk. In the recent update, y'all know Randall got a putback dunk, so that was nice for him. And the reason why the putback dunk is important is because I'm in the paint, and if my shooter miss, being able to get an easy 2 points is just a no-brainer for me. Now putback dunk don't auto it doesn't happen every time, but I think it's mandatory that my center has a putback dunk, right? Just for the occasional easy 2 point buckets. So box out counter is important. Putback dunk is important. Alley oop. I like to have the alley oop just in case they want to throw the alley oop. Again, if we had a chance to get an easy score, we gonna take it, right? So I rather even if we don't use the fucking alley oop, the fact that it's available in the games where we might just need the motherfucker, I want it to be there. And nowadays, you see people actually practicing the alley oop, and they do it in rank too. Like they don't even care about losing. Like they literally trying to practice it, so that it can become part of their strategic offensive movement. So alley oop definitely plays a role. Again, power rebound are just another thing to help me rebound, because I do be struggling sometimes. The snatch block chat, like I said, welcome to the block party. Snatch block is nice because rather than just blocking the ball and then the ball just go any fucking where, left, back, right, and then your shooters have to go, full blown sprint and then dive for the ball to try to get possession. The snatch block, when you block it, is you just snatch it. It's in your possession. Pass the motherfucker to your shooter. So that's important for me as well, and I like having it. It also plays a big role in Dynasty mode, because Dynasty mode you actually have an out of bounds. So when you just block that bitch and it goes out of bounds, you know what I'm saying, they still have a chance at the possession. So the snatch block is important. I'm not really worried about being a shooter. So now we got to actually look at the skills itself. I'm gonna just go like it's maxed out, because again, R7 is probably the goal for a lot of people. So his exclusive spike trap, exclusive move. When Gobert is making a front block, he execute his exclusive huge block. This exclusive block has an increased block success rate and block range. And this is when he just like stretches the fuck out. Like he like gets up there, chat. So I really think, like, I know I didn't put James Harden in this category, but y'all know my boy KD, when he coming through with that floater, I feel like with this exclusive block, with this spike trap, my goober might just be able to get up to that motherfucking floater and snatch block that shit. So that's why I'm like, chat, send them all. If you driving through, and we got a great goober in the post, I'm trying to shut everybody down, including James Harden, great ass floater. Now I haven't went up against a James Harden yet. That's been doing the floaters. Everybody been doing the step back, but I really feel like I might be able to stop that floater, chat, and we'll see. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure I can. The exclusive dunk, I'm not really worried about it, but y'all do see me when I be putting up like 2 points. You know, like I said, I think the max I had in the game was probably 6 points. It matters. It helps. It helps. The fucking buzzer beater I had with Baki, you know, it helps, chat. It helps. So I got a little dunk in there. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, a little bit. And then this right here, chat. The boarding party. When Goober grabs a rebound, offensive or defensive, increase his team field goal percentage for their next shot. It does not stack. And then it gives 15%. And even at R5, it's 12%, chat. So if I'm just doing my job as a center, fighting for the boards, I get the rebound. You mean to tell me that just by doing my job, I pass the ball to my shooter get an extra 15%? Chat, come on. It's a no-brainer. I'm literally doing my job and my shooter is getting an extra 15% for free just for me doing my job on the board. The other skills, like I said, elite rebounder, it helps. I'm going to skip the defense anchor. We'll get to it. The no-fly zone, again, the block success. The opponent's driving dunk rate. Again, come on, legendary Bron. Come on through. Come on, Ja. Come on through, you dunkers. Come on, Antetokounmpo. Come on, bring them all. I'm contesting all dunkers, bro. No fly zone. I love it. My core moves. We talked about the snatch block. We talked about the box out counter. It's so important to be able to get out the box out. And then again, power rebounder, just helping me fight for rebounds. I'm not going to get into all the skills. You know, when you get into the skills, you got all these extra categories. Alley oop, put back, dunk, monster, airborne, poster printer, the hoop giant. Like you got all this extra stuff, chat. I'm gonna ignore that for now. It does help. It does. But we just gonna stick to the basics, right? Because if I go through every skill category of everybody, man, these videos gonna be too long, and I want to keep it simple. I want to kind of try to keep it short. But here's the brick wall. The brick wall is important for me as well. Power jukers, every 20%, negative 24%. So the stamina siphon I was talking about, you know, because stamina does play a role. If they can't, you know, speed around the map. Dynasty mode. Let's not forget dynasty mode. But anyway, let's go back to this defensive anchor. Just by being on the court, chat, literally, just by being on the fucking court, you're just pick Gobert. Just pick him. I improve my teammates' defense, their block, and steal. At max level, it's an extra 5%. Now, you might not think 5% is a lot. And hell, it might not be a lot, chat. But it's just the fact that I'm increasing my teammates' ability. I'm helping them defend more. I'm helping them block more. Even though blocking is my responsibility, I'm helping them steal more. Do we have a Paul George on the team? Extra 5% steal, chat. It's free stats, chat. How can I argue with that? And not everybody is giving out free stats. So literally, just by being on the court, I get these stats. Just by doing my job on the board, getting a rebound, passing it, my shooter gets extra percentage. And again, I'm trying to dominate the fucking paint. Number one blocker of everybody. Number one defense of everybody. Spike trap, the exclusive block. What is there to argue, chat? I'm trying to shut it all down. And this is why Gobert is my main. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to see you in the next one.